Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here. I'm just going to do the introduction video to my classy AR-15 build. Now I'm actually not going to do the actual building probably until summertime because some of the big parts that I need I still don't have yet, and so I'll probably just wait until I have everything that I need before I start building it. So actual building probably won't happen until summertime. But anyway, I'll just introduce you to all the parts and tools that I have already, and we'll just go from there. So we started off with just an Anderson lower, nothing fancy, just a plain Jane Anderson manufacturing lower. It was $65 and I picked it up at my local gun shop. And then later I also picked up the Anderson upper, which matches the lower, of course. And this was $60. So pretty good prices there. And then while I bought the upper, I also bought these two magazines. These are made by C Products, and these are aluminum. I prefer the stainless steel ones, but they had the aluminum ones, and they were only $11 a piece, so I picked up a couple of those. Alright, next we have the lower parts kit. I got this on Amazon. This is a CMMG, and I like CMMG because they come in the all different parts come in these different color-coded baggies. These ones didn't come with any instructions, but there's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to put the lower parts kit together, so I'm not too worried about that. But anyway, it comes with everything that you need, including the trigger and the hammer. So I'm just gonna stick with this trigger and hammer. Not gonna do anything too fancy to it. Trying to keep the cost as low as possible, but get a nice AR-15 out of the build as well. So that's the CMMG lower parts kit, and here's the upper parts kit. I forget who made this, but I got it off of Amazon as well, and this was pretty inexpensive. I'll probably do another video telling the cost of every single individual part that I have. I actually have a list of all the parts that I've acquired so far and how much they cost, so I'll probably do that video at the end and just like tell you exactly how much it cost me to do this build, but for now we're just going to go through the parts. So anyway, this is upper parts kit. It actually has a pin in there, that little thing. It kind of looks like a nail. I think that's to like put in when you're trying to put the roll pin through the other side for the forward assist. So that's that. Next thing is the A2 style carry handle with the sight on it. I want to make it kind of an old school look, but of course I have a flat top receiver, so I'm going to go with the detachable carry handle, and then I can also have the option of putting a scope or a red dot or whatever on the top, even though I probably won't ever do that, but I always have the option of doing that instead of messing with putting the rail up here and then getting like a cheek riser and all that other stuff. I'm just gonna have this, and it can be detached. This was also on Amazon. I think I got this one for $24 or something. It was one of the more expensive ones, but it was also made in the USA, and I think it was one of the better quality ones for still a reasonable price. So that's that. Next, I'm going to take this one out of the package. This is a UTG stock and buffer tube assembly. The buffer tube is kind of it's got this cap on the buffer tube here, and then it's all kind of put together. The spring and the buffer, it's in here under pressure, so you got to be careful when you take the cap off. But this was like $63 on Midway USA, and I don't need the stock itself, but I do need the buffer tube and everything that goes with that, and I also need the butt plate as well, because the furniture that I'm getting it's not going to come with the butt plate. So this one actually has the, if I can open it up, the compartment in the stock for your cleaning supplies, which is cool. The furniture that I'm actually going to get is made by Ironwood Designs, and it's I'll probably get the walnut wood, and then I'll I think it comes to you unfinished, and then you have to finish it yourself, so whatever finish I choose. But it's not going to have the butt plate, and it's also not going to have the compartment in the stock because it's wood, and that would make the wood hollow. So not too worried about that, but it'll still take the same butt plate, the same swivel, and it should take everything. And of course it'll have the triangular hand guards. This is going to be a 20-inch barrel build. So it'll have the triangular like A1 style hand guard, and it'll have the A1 style pistol grip as well. All made out of walnut, so it'll look pretty nice. And then over here I also got these off of Amazon as well. Here's my bulk carrier group. This was like $90. I forget what company it was that I bought this from. I might annotate it if I can remember it. And then of course I just got a standard mil-spec charging handle. I think this is just standard mil-spec. This also wasn't too expensive either. It was like $12, $13, something like that. I don't even remember. But not that expensive. Free shipping on both of these. Actually, free shipping on most of the things that I actually ordered. The only things that I've gotten in store were the receivers and the magazines. Alright, so that's all the parts that I got. Let's come over here to all the tools that I got. This is the lower receiver vise block. Goes in the mag well, and it gives you a solid base to mount the lower receiver to a vise without scuffing up the receiver. So you can work on the lower receiver, of course. So I got this off of Amazon. I think I got all these tools off of Amazon actually. Pretty good prices too, and most of them seem pretty decent quality. Next we have this little hammer with 5 different heads. It's got copper, brass, nylon, plastic, and rubber. So you can change out the heads. And I don't think any of these will actually mar the finish. But I'll probably stick with either the brass or the nylon for actually working on the build. I got these roll pin starter punches. And these are the 4 sizes I believe that you need for the actual build. You have 4 different sized roll pins throughout the build, so I think these are all 4 sizes. They're made by Squirrel Daddy. Also got from Amazon. These are made in the USA, as it says right there. So, and they're made out of stainless steel, so that's pretty cool. They're kind of short. That's like the main thing that people would complain about, but I don't really think they need to be too long to actually do the job. As long as the only one you need a long one for is for the bolt stop, and if you tape the receiver, it'll protect the finish on the receiver. So you really don't need starter punch that's extremely long or anything. So, but then again, I also haven't done this before, so we'll have to see in the summertime come time when I actually do the build. And then of course I got these roll pin finishing punches. They got the little nubs on the end to keep it centered on the roll pin. These I think I bought them from the Black Rifle Corporation. These were also bought off of Amazon. They're made in China, so we'll see how they hold up. But these are specifically for the 4 different sizes that you need for an AR build. So it had some good reviews, some bad reviews. The price was right, so I got them. If these don't end up staying, being good quality punches, I probably have access to punches that I can use as well. So not a huge loss there. But if they work, then great. If they don't, oh well. I can probably get access to some better roll pin punches. So anyway, that's everything I have for my AR build so far. Again, the furniture that I'm going to buy comes from Ironwood Designs. They come out of California, I believe. And then the only other thing that I need as far as parts go is the barrel assembly, which it'll come. I'm getting one from Stag Arms. It's a 20-inch heavy barrel, and it comes with everything that you need. It's got the delta ring assembly, the front sight post. I think it might even come with the gas tube. They didn't show it in the pictures, but I think it comes with a gas tube, and it might also come with the hand guards as well. So that'll be $250. The stock set will be $300. So that's like over half the cost of my build right there. All of this stuff here was only like $400 and something, minus the tools. All the parts, put together was $400 and something. I'll probably annotate the total that I've spent so far. But anyway, those are the last couple things I need. I also need to get an upper receiver vise block for when I put the barrel on. And of course I have access to a vise. I have access to a torque wrench and an armor's wrench. Basically all the other tools that I need I have access to. The only thing I don't have access to is the upper receiver vise block. So yeah, anyway, I have most of the things I need. I, of course, will probably get some more magazines. I'll probably stick with metal magazines for this build, just because, old school metal magazines look better with this kind of build, in my personal opinion. Again, if I like the process of building an AR, I'll probably build a couple more. Maybe a pistol, and then maybe another rifle. A more tactical looking rifle, not super tactical, but more tactical than this, because this, of course, is going to have wood furniture, and it's basically going to be like a pretty AR-15. That's why I call it my classy AR build. So anyway, that's the introduction to my classy AR-15 build. That's all the parts I have so far. Building probably won't happen until the summertime after my next semester. But again, we'll have to see exactly how everything plays out. So, subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm RedneckMini14. And until next time, be safe.